I started wrestling as amateur wrestling when I was 15. I wanted to be, one day, wear this mask, wear my father's mask. Fight. My dad had many battles, you know, defending his titles, defending his hair, you know, against great wrestlers. You know, my dad was my idol. Basically, I grew up here. You know, I wasn't like the other kids, you know, that they went to the park or you know, like to play soccer. You know, this is where I grew up. You know, this was my playground.
Family legacy of Rey Misterio is a bit confusing because there's Rey Misterio Sr. and Rey Misterio Jr. is not his son, he's his nephew.
Box office and Ticketmaster, and Saturday, January 30th in Los Angeles at the Great Western Forum.
And then Dominic becomes his grandnephew.
Mysterio chopping down the beast! Mysterio's chopping down the beast! Look at this! Repeated after, wait a minute! Hey,
The person who's continuing the Misterio name in Mexico and in the southern states of the United States, who is Hijo de Rey Misterio, who is the legitimate son of Rey Misterio Sr.
I debuted as Hijo de Rey Misterio back in 2006, December of 2006. You know, I got to wrestle next to my dad. 18 years later, here I am. I like to wear his old school masks that I know new fans haven't seen him, or they didn't get to see my dad, but they heard about him. It's like I become him.
It's not a copy because he's doing his own thing, but there's a lot of little things you can see, hey, that's part of the dad's legacy.
I'm not here to imitate nobody. I'm here to do my own story, but I don't want my dad to be forgotten. So I want the people that got to see my father wrestle, I want them to keep seeing my father in me.
Como yo acostumbré a la gente a dar lo mejor de mí, quiero irme dignamente bien, sin aferrarme a querer seguir viviendo la lucha libre cuando ya no tengo ni capacidad física, ni técnica, ni resistencia, ¿no? Entonces, ya cuando el traje ya te quede flojo, que los pellejitos ya te cuelgan, mejor es irte dignamente.
A legacy in Lucha Libre or pro wrestling, it starts with one wrestler and either his family continues in the style of it or his style you can see in other people.
There's a saying between us wrestlers, that, you know, that we always know how we go up the step in the ring, but we never know if we're going to come down the same way.
Sabes al riesgo que llevas, sabes que te vistes en un vestidor, sabes que te persinas, es una oración y tienes que salir a entregar, aunque te gane el nervio muchas veces, tienes que salir a entregar lo mejor de ti.
Unfortunately, in the 2000s, he had an accident that basically retired him from wrestling.
Nosotros vivimos una pasión, no es un gusto, no es un oficio. Yo siempre me dije que yo era bendecido por Dios y lo sigo siendo, aún y lesionado, porque yo hacía lo que yo siempre quise ser. Me pagaban, viajaba a muchas partes, Estados Unidos lo conozco casi todo Estados Unidos, toda la República Mexicana. Si yo hubiera tenido algún otro oficio, no hubiera conocido lo que conocí como luchador.
But he still kept on being a wrestling teacher, a mentor for a lot of generations. And that's where a lot of his legacy really starts, as a teacher.
En mis primeros inicios, sus palabras que me dijo antes de subir a luchar, me dijo, tú vas a demostrar de lo que estás hecha. Ahí no está la niña que está aquí ahorita, ahí está Lady Lee y Lady Lee va a salir. Entonces creo que son cosas que se quedan en el corazón y se quedan en cada evento que yo voy y que voy a pisar una nueva arena. Digo, voy a salir a demostrar. Tienes que demostrarte a ti misma que puedes luchar contra quien sea.
Unfortunately, we lost him in December of 2024, and that made people remember and recognize the importance that he had for Lucha Libre in Mexico and in the States.
Rey Misterio, que impuso un estilo. Hoy por hoy todavía se sigue ese estilo y ese legado de Rey Misterio. Tú vas a cualquiera de estos dos países, Estados Unidos o México, la lucha es como el lenguaje internacional. Varía un poquito el estilo, pero sabes que la magia es la misma.
I am the world fighter because I took it upon myself to go out and see the whole world, and that includes Mexico. And I just want to say that all those people make this country great. They make Lucha Libre on their own. Go, see, follow
Y en el sur de California se ve esa magia en el público. Ya seas latino, ya seas americano, como voy a decir, ese hybrid de mixto, de gente. Eso es lo que hace bonito y espectacular a la lucha libre.
For a generation of fans, Rey Misterio is basically Lucha Libre in the Californias. He was a maestro in the ring, and he was also a maestro outside of it. He was the teacher of a generation.
Every single time I step out of that curtain, before I step out of that curtain, you know, I pray to him, you know, to take care of me. I always, you know, throw a kiss up in the sky because I know that my Father's with me. And, you know, and I know I'm blessed by him. I know he watches over me.
Mi nombre es Miguel Ángel López Díaz, soy nativo de Tijuana, de ocupación luchador profesional. Yo represento el personaje de Rey Misterio en la lucha libre profesional.
If you're interested in stories about Southern California, its art, culture, and the people behind the place, stick around for the next video. There's a lot more to watch. I'm Nick. Thanks for being here.